Hi and welcome to AFTV News Daily. Tonight's top stories: Martinelli update, fan speculation over Maddison, Odegaard again, Mola and Runnison secure a loan deal, Arsenal eye up young Portuguese talent, Lacazette are you staying or going, Aziz is back, and Cedric. Yes, welcome. Hello everyone, it's me again. I'm holding down the fort. Sorry, apologies. A lot of people still in the comments saying, listen, this is definitely a Turkish show, but there's no Turkish today. I believe Ramsdale has fully taken the boop. He really is. We'll get to that later. But no Turkish, no James, no Robbie again. Apologies. But I just want to say big up to everyone in the comments for Friday's show. It was me again by myself holding down the fort. But I really enjoyed that show. I thought I want to make that very clear this afternoon that I really enjoyed doing that show. We had a lot of interaction. That's what it's about. Talking with you guys, bigging you up. I'd like to hear your thoughts. We spoke about how you think pre-season's going so far, the transfer window so far, and where do you think Arsenal will place this season, honestly, from what you've seen so far. So big up everyone that got involved in that. I really did enjoy it. I checked the comments after as well. Comments were really kind, so big up to you guys. Josh in the back. Josh, I think the stream might have stopped. Please let me know in the comments if the stream is still going. Thanks for the memories. It's good. It's time to... Okay, bear with me. Are we still rolling? Are we still live? Are we still live? Do let me know. Yes, we are. The stream's still going. The stream has not stopped. Okay, cool. So yeah, big up everyone on Friday for joining the show. Really enjoyed it. We have a lot of news to get through today. But I saw a lot of you lot in the comments. Talking about Varane. Now, let's just spend a small little chunk of this show just talking about some other news that's happened today in football or this past weekend. Just quickly, before we go into the Arsenal news, so Varane to United's probably looking like it's going to be a done deal. Is what it is. They're saying him and Sancho came to like 100. Basically, it cost less than apparently Pepe and Ben White. That's what I had a lot of Man United fans getting at me today. But it is what it is. I've got a lot of stick for saying Sancho might be a flop next season. I just feel he's got a lot of pressure to live up to. I don't think he's going to be what everyone's really expecting in his first season back in the Prem. But we'll see. We'll see. People have been disagreeing with me with that, but we will see. And Varane, I mean, that is a good side, and I can't lie. But we've got Ben White, so I'm happy coming in through the door. Also, in other news, Wayne Rooney. Don't want to spend too long on this. But what are you doing, bro? Oh, Wayne, man. It's not like you're not even a veteran or experienced in this thing. You got caught slipping. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Just type in Wayne Rooney. I'm sure it'll pop up on the news section. Got caught being mischievous, running a nightclub, and then he ended up like this. And got caught photoed in a hotel. So yeah, Wayne, man, Wayne. Not even Wayne Rooney is trying to move like Wayne Lineker. It's mad, but let's just let that go. Right, now let's get into Arsenal. Please do keep me updated. I think someone just said in the comments here, Arnav says Cecil get AFC Bell on. I don't know who actually is behind the account, so I can't bring them on. But we do keep me updated. I know you guys are sharp with the news as well. Do keep me updated if anything comes in during this time, because today's been quite a slow day when it's come to news. I'm going to be completely honest. The Ramsdale thing did blow my mind, so we will get to that. But let's just start with some of the topics so far of this morning and today. Join me in the conversation. Please join me on the chat. I'm going to be speaking to a lot of you. And even if you miss... if you're watching this after this live and you're watching back on it, do join in the comments, because people read them. I also read them. You can reply and comment there as well. There will be a lot of back and forth with you guys as well during the show. I want to get to know who you think will be the strongest starting 11 for the first game against Brentford. But we'll do that right at the end of the show. Please get the likes up as well. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate if you do hit the like. It does mean a lot. And yeah, let's get into this. New show. Boo, boo, boo. Here we go. So let's start with the Martinelli. Let's start with Martinelli update. Basically, obviously, Martinelli's been away. I did actually question. I think I was speaking to Turkish. I was like, we keep talking about our striking force and should we be worried? And everyone keeps saying Martinelli. And I forgot that he's actually away with Brazil for the Olympics. Now, let's go into a story that was brought today. So let's start with, here we go, Martinelli. So the 20-year-old gem missed a spot in Brazil's Copa America squad earlier this summer, but he's still representing his country after being picked for the Olympics. The Selichao drew 0-0 with Ivory Coast a little earlier today, and Arsenal attacker won a foul that led to Abue Kasai being sent off in the 79th minute. But some fans of North London club aren't happy that their star youngster even went in for the 50-50 to begin with. Here's how some of the Arsenal supporters reacted to the footage. Now, I'm going to go into these comments. These tweets, shall I say. People were tweeting their outrage to Martinelli going up for a 50-50 in the Olympics. Now, I'll watch the video. I'm sure it'll be very easy to source. If you guys type it in after this video, have a look at the challenge. It was a... I would have pulled out the challenge because that's the sort of player I am. But Martinelli went full whack, went for it. The player did follow through of a clearance and he did clip Martinelli. I believe the player did get red carded, as it said in the previous statement. So it benefited the Brazil national side in the Olympics. But the fans were outraged for him just even going and attempting it, because we know about his injury history. So they were saying, he shouldn't be doing that. Now, I want to know in the comments, do you agree with Martinelli playing for his Olympic team and being full throttle in his play? Or do you think he should have not done that and stayed with the Arsenal team and prepared himself to be, I guess, starting, hopefully, when he returns from Brazil in the Olympics? I'm going to read some of the tweets, shall I say, while you guys get to me in the comments. So, one of the tweets said, Helen Stars says, nope, more injuries, needs consistency. He needs to avoid such tackles. Jesse says he should better be afraid of tackles like this. Ooh, he has a long career ahead of him. Splendid at AFC says he could have injured himself. Arsenal _US Beck says, oh no. And then Femia Dot says, that's stupid from him. Quite a lot of outrage over just going into a 50-50. I believe he didn't start in that game either. Are we annoyed at that? Let me know in the comments. Do you think he should be playing, like I said, do you think he should be playing for his national Olympic side? I believe he should be. I really do. I think it's only fair. He's getting himself ready for, I guess, the season. Even if he's going in for 50-50s, he's got to play 100% when he's representing his country. Jack says you have to give 100% if you're playing. I agree. Jacob said, sounds like Martinelli, haha. That's true. It does. That is the sort of player he is. He will not pull out of a challenge. He will go 100%. He will rattle you down. He'll rat around, work hard. So. And that was, when I saw the video, it looked just like that. So I don't think we should say you should change your style of play or your want to win the ball if you're playing for your national side, even if you have an important season ahead of you at Arsenal. So I disagree with the tweets. I've seen many of the comments as well saying that you disagree as well. Martinelli did not get a red card. Ishak, art skin, he did not. The player that did the follow through of the clearance got a red card. Chris says, Cecil, that's a hard one. A lot of the time when players try and change or go half throttle, they tend to get hurt worse than playing their normal game. Facts! That's old manager talk there. If you don't go 100, if you go 50-50, you can't go half-hearted or you'll get yourself injured, you come out worse. It's actually kind of true, because you panic and, you normally end up worse off. So he's right, you got to go 100%. And I agree, stick to the way, Martin, you're playing. And please come back in one piece, because we're going to need you. We're going to need you. Let's move on. Next story. Here we go. So, we've spoken about Martinelli. The next one is fan speculation on Martin Odegaard. Sorry, fan speculation on James Maddison coming to Arsenal. Now, I love this fan base. I love you lot. I really do. And yeah, we have the greatest club. I don't care what anyone says, and the greatest fans. So in the game, Arsenal played Millwall in a pre-season friendly. It was behind closed doors. I know Robbie and James did a live about 5 things that they learned. There are some things they missed off. One thing, they've got extra large tops in the Arsenal new kit because the players are wearing them to hide their bellies. I'm not saying no names. We also learned. Now this is a speculation, okay? So this is not me. This was actually reported today, okay? So let's just not go in on me saying, Cecils, don't be stupid, don't be silly. Here we go. So, Thomas Partey and Nicolas Pepe celebrated with some hand signals after the goals it was on Saturday, wasn't it? On Saturday against Millwall. And whilst there was most likely a reason behind the celebration, some on Reddit believe it was a transfer hint, with Pepe doing the M sign and with his fingers and Partey doing the A sign. Right. So that's all they did, okay? That's all they did. M sign and an A sign. Let me get some of the tweets up about this. Here we go. This is class. Lefty 2 Guns 81 says Messi is finally coming due to there being an M sign in party celebration, or Pepe's. Alexis Guna says Maddison is coming to the carpet and he put a capital M-A. Right? The optimistic Taco says, guys, it's Leo Meso, obviously about to break into the squad. So there was a lot of speculation. It's a very small one, but it's funny that people really read into celebrations in pre-season for transfer rumours or speculation. I love it. It makes me laugh. I really enjoyed it. Fans really can at times be wild. Be wild. Let's actually just get a yes or no in the comments quickly as well, or people watching. Do you believe Maddison's going to come to Arsenal in this transfer window? Right? Now, answer me honestly. I actually genuinely believe he will. I'm really confident, not just myself, I spoke to the team. There's going to be a lot of signings soon. I put my neck on the line here. But I genuinely believe there's a lot more signings coming in. Do I believe Maddison will be one of them? Yes. People are saying no. A lot of people are saying no. A lot of people are saying no. Wow. Okay. Maybe I might be on my own here. Oh well. Sorry, quickly. Desmond said for the MA celebration, they did Mikel Arteta. Smashed it. Do you know what? And the funny thing is, yeah, that wouldn't actually surprise me. That wouldn't. We had Lacazette putting trust the process on his boots with minions on last season. I mean, players celebrating with the initials of Mikel Arteta to back him doesn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all. That probably isn't it, but that did make me laugh. But people are saying no. The majority are saying no to Maddison signing in this transfer window. Some people saying 50-50, and some saying yes. Interesting. I believe that, right, I've been hearing obviously a lot with people I've spoken with and just within the articles that we read that it's more the sense of if we get players out the door, that Maddison will definitely sign. I think the Kroenkes and the club are trying to raise money as much as possible to bring in more players. That is their initiative at the moment. And fair play. I thought Xhaka would be off already. He's still here. Bellerin I thought would be off already. Still here. These are players that would bring in a lot of money for the likes of Maddison. I say a lot. I mean, enough. At least half the bill or a quarter of the bill for Maddison to come through the door. Because I know Maddison's being asked he's asking for 60 million to sign. Right, next bit of news, moving on. Let me just go through some comments actually quickly, because sorry, I'm neglecting a few of you trying to get through the news. Brandon says Xhaka's not going. White Yardie is really on this wave as well. He's been saying it from the beginning of the window. And as much as I laugh at him, I just laugh it off like... Every day that goes past, I'm starting to think, boy, he could be here next season. Is that a benefit or is that negative? Because, is that positive or a negative? Sorry, not a benefit. Let's do a positive and negative. Is it positive if he stays or is it negative? Because right now, our midfield, I wouldn't say they're missing a Xhaka type player at all, but we are wanting a Xhaka replacement. We have Lokonga. I'm going to speak about him later on in the show. But if he stays, could he be utilised right? People are saying negative. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I just wanted to check if I wasn't the only one going crazy. But okay, I agree. Not in a bad way. I just think Xhaka's time to come at Arsenal. It's time for him to move on. I think he'll thrive under Mourinho as well. And Roma, which he's been linked to. I'm surprised why the deal hasn't been done yet. I don't know what's holding it back. I really don't. Oh, there's some positives in there. Okay, let's go into the next set of news, which is Odegaard again. I've spoken about Martin Odegaard in these news dailies. I think a good 60%. Actually, let's do percentages. So we've done Ben White. Let's do actually percentages. Done Ben White about 60%. We've done Odegaard about 20. 10 maybe Basuma. And then the other 10% of these news shows have just been general, what the hell is going on? Right, let's go into Odegaard again, because this is mad. I saw something today. Actually, I saw it on AFTV's post. Martin Odegaard unhappy at Real Madrid. I think Odegaard, let me just give you the article where this is from. Sources, Mario Torojan, Canida Sa. I'm guessing it's a Spanish publication. I think Odegaard is going to leave Real Madrid. I've seen him very disconnected. Straight away, Odegaard on a return, guys. Would you want that? Yes or no? Odegaard or Maddison? Please put Odegaard if you want Odegaard. Please put Maddison if you want Maddison. Simply in the chat, we'll get it going. And have a think to yourselves, people watching. Who would you want? Who would I personally want? I shouldn't be doing this because I'm not the business advisor for Arsenal, but financial wise and for the business of Arsenal, you would say you want Odegaard on a loan again, even though he does want a permanent move. Even a permanent move, I think if he's looking at, I wonder how much it would be worth. If he's looking at about 25 million to 30 million, you would say bring Odegaard back. It'd be a smart move. Cheap, less money. He's played here already. He understands what it's like to play for Arsenal. It'll be a smart investment for the company or the club. But right now, a lot of people are saying Maddison. But Maddison for 60 million over maybe an Odegaard for, I'm guessing his price range is at, let me quickly check. His price range, is at 30 million. 30 million or thereabouts. Market value saying 40 million. Yeah, I mean, yeah, business-wise, you'd go for Martin Odegaard. I think the Kroenkes would push for that as well over Maddison if he wanted to return, if he was looking to return. But I think this just might be all speculation because, yeah, I don't believe he's going to return in my honest opinion. I don't believe he'll return. I believe he probably is unhappy at Real Madrid, but I don't think he'll be back. We got a super chat from Siam J. Says, isn't it better to invest the 60 million for Mads on a right back, a centre mid or goalkeeper? And if Mads comes in, where does he fit in a 4-2-3-1? Also, Odegaard, Mads, if I had to choose. Okay, 4-2-3-1, where does he fit? If we had that. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. Siam, it's a good one. Does Emil Smith-Rowe get dropped for Maddison if Maddison comes in? Is it a battle for positions? I mean, I think Emil Smith-Rowe fared fine when Odegaard was at the club as well. I think he showed that he's valuable to the team when they both play together with Smith-Rowe on the left. Or you just rotate. I think we're really weak in that position so far. All we're kind of relying on is Emil Smith-Rowe. However, I'm going to give it to him and put my hands up, yeah? Willian played well against Millwall. For what I saw when I watched it. Oh, no, I know. If you can hear Josh in the background, he's not a big fan of Willian. Willian out! And we want Willian out. Yes, I do want Willian out as well, but I've got to give him his props. I've been a player, like, you can't just all be negative. When players play well, give them their props. I think he played well when I watched him play. There was a lot of bright sparks within the game against Millwall in the preseason, but Willian, I think, had a fair game. I'm talking about Willian because that 10 role could potentially be filled by if no creative midfielder is signed. We're looking at Emil Smith-Rowe. I mean, Willian, I don't like when he plays in that 10, but knowing Arteta, he probably will feature there. Saka can go in the 10 or Pepe. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens towards the end of the transfer window. But like I said, I generally believe there will be more signings. Ali I says, Cecil is fecking Millwall, you clown. Yes, I know, but I actually take pre-season quite seriously. I judge the opposition that you're in front of, and you're saying that, but we lost to Hibernian, and we didn't lose, we drew to Rangers. So it doesn't matter about the competition the team we're playing. I have to take it seriously and judge it because I took all my pre-season games very seriously, and I think that's only right. I think players take it serious as well, even though it is only pre-season. I hate this only pre-season narrative. I know Robbie talks about it, but you have to really, players take it serious. It's their chance to try and fight for their position to start in the first game for the club. So take it serious. I think it's only right. You may not, because it doesn't mean any points on the board when it comes to the Premier League, but I do. I did as a player, and I'm sure the players do as well. Right. Let's move on to another bit of news. Let's go through to what's come through today. So, quick one. We'll do this quickly and briefly. Mola Muller and Runnison, they've both gone on loan now. Muller he's a young striker in the academy. He's been compared to Ibrahimovic, a very tall, strong, physical striker. Actually, a striker we kind of need. Maybe too young. No, he's not too young to feature. I know he's on loan now, but I can't say he's too young to get an opportunity, because it's never too young to feature for the first team. If you're ready, you're ready. I think there's an old saying that says, doesn't matter how old you are, it just matters how well you play. So yeah, I think he could have featured, but unfortunately he's gone on loan now. And that kind of links to another bit of news which we're going to get to in a second, which is the Portuguese talent that Arsenal are eyeing up. Just quickly, Chris Wheatley confirms that Arsenal youngster Nicola Muller will join German side FC Victoria Köln on a 1-year loan deal. And also Alex Runarsson, sorry Mike, will sign to a Turkish side Alta Spor on loan next week. So he's out the door as well on a loan. Good luck with your loans, guys. Hope you do well. Hope you come back and hopefully you can earn a spot in the Arsenal first team. It'd be good to see you when you're back. Let's now go to a super chat. Ozef is a regular. Big up Ozef. Hello, mate. Welcome again. Cecil, I have to be honest, Arteta doesn't have what it takes to get the most of his players' signings or not. Aubameyang and several others have had the worst season under him. 1 or 2 players okay, the entire team. Moyes would get more. I don't know about Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree with the Arteta statements. I really do. I don't think we're gonna move on too much with him in charge. That's my honest opinion. I'm quite surprised that he's here, but I'm behind him for the next season because he's going to be staying. We know that. Moyes probably would get more out of the players, but right now, what other managers available? Who would we like to see come in? And if I'm honest, it doesn't even matter because the Kroenkes aren't going to get rid of Arteta because they see him, what I believe is a yes man, and they want to keep that sort of personality in charge. And we're going to have to kind of stick with him until the start of the season. People are saying that he'll be here probably till Christmas time this season. But I think that's only fair. And I know that might sound harsh. That might sound really harsh, me saying he has until Christmas. But after what he did last season, he has to understand the pressure is going to be massively on him, heavily on him. And I think he knows that. I know the first 3 games are tough. It's Brentford away. Then we have, I believe it's Chelsea and Man City, probably the 2 hardest teams you want to face in your first 3 games. But that's how it's got to be. You're going to be judged on them, and then going forward, you're going to be judged as well. Right now, we haven't got a strong window, I would say. I think Ben White joining has improved it, but we're nowhere near where we need to be to even contend for top 6 this year. So yeah, got one from Michael Dawson, a super chat. Thank you very much. Play Maitland-Niles at right back. The guy earned himself an England call-up playing there. If he fails, we invest next summer or January. Right. Regarding Maitland-Niles, I agree. I think he done well there. Do I think he's gonna earn his right to play? I don't think he will, if I'm completely honest. I think Chambers can cover there. This is how I think Arteta thinks. Chambers can cover there and the board. Chambers can cover there. We're gonna get Ben White also can cover there. And if I'm honest, and we're gonna get into it, Cedric. We're going to get into it because I know there's people that they need to put respect on Cedric's name. They really don't. It actually annoys me. Arsenal eye up young Portuguese talent. Now, this is the next bit of news for the day. I'm going to struggle to say his name. Do not slew me. You probably will, but it is what it is. I am not a name connoisseur. His name is, here we go, Machoy Dajalo. I'm going to go with that. Macho Dazaloy. Really messed up. Arsenal are reportedly ready in a move for Portuguese winger Macho Delagio. People in the comments, please let me know how to say it when you know. The 18-year-old is available for just $1 million this summer and is reportedly seen as a long-term prospect for the Gunners, according to the Sun. Dajlo currently represents Pascal de Ferreira and has just 1 year remaining on his current deal. So, people are saying who? Man said Mancho. Guys, listen, I'm just saying it how it's written. Machoy Or match, I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna stop. Because this is how we get into. This is how we get into just bants, and I ain't got time for that today. Macho, macho man, macho man. All right, cool. Let's just get back to the news. I'm just gonna go by his last name, Dajlo. A young talent. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about him. I watched some highlights. I checked he's a right winger. Has played consistently actually over the season, last season. Looks quite strong, athletic. He's very fast. He's very young though. Like I said in the sorry, I just did a little remix there. Like I said in the statement, he's only 18 years old. Now, what I'm seeing, hold on, someone's got it here. Matteo. I think it's Matteo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cecil the Butcher. Let me just try and type. Let me type it in on the chat so you guys can see how it's spelled. So like this. But this is how you spell it, okay? I've just typed in. So guys, check it. There you go. Someone, Lucas, put it in as well. Cecil taken from Robbie. I know me and Robbie are just, honestly, when it comes to names, not our forte. But anyway, so let's get back to it. He's 18, he's very young. And also, I read some publications that Arteta's looking to build a young squad that can challenge and can contend. Now, I'm not angry at that. I'm an advocate for young talent coming through. I work with young professional players. Speak about it all the time. I run a company where I work with the PFA, mentor them. And the mindset of young players now is completely different to when I was playing. They're very confident in their ability. They take a lot of pressure on their shoulders and that they feel like, listen, I only have one opportunity, I have to run with it. And yes, that was kind of the mindset back then, but it's a different sort of confidence. I don't want to call it arrogance, but it's like, I'm here, I'm 18 or I'm 17 and I can take the first team spot for many young players I speak with. And I think Arteta's trying to build on that. We've seen likes of Brendan Rodgers putting like 5-year plans at clubs and with young talent and knowing that they're going to come to fruition in the next 2 seasons, 3 seasons. So I'm not angry at Arteta doing that. So doing this signing for 1 million, I guess, is part of his plan to rebuild a younger side. Yes, you need experience in a younger side, but this does excite me. I'm going to be honest. I like seeing young talent. And I like seeing talent that I don't really know much about and then seeing them come into fruition, into the game, into the first team football and succeeding and thriving. I mean, right now, it's a proven method at Arsenal because our youngsters are running the club. Emile Smith-Rowe, Saka, Tierney, if you count him as a young player, I still do. But we can say, sorry, I was going to say, yeah, Emile Smith-Rowe, Saka, Tierney. I was going to say Martinelli. Obviously, he hasn't played regularly last season, but even when he comes on, he shows that he's a young, bright talent. And even Balogun, I'm going to be honest, in some of the first pre-season games, he looked a bit off it, Balogun. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He did look a bit rusty, but he did score against Millwall and he seems confident. His confidence is flying a bit more. Same with Aubameyang. That bicycle kick off the crossbar to do the assist shows he's still got confidence. There's confidence in there. We need to see some goals, which I hope to see in the game on Sunday against Chelsea. Right, into the next bit of news. Let me just take some comments here. On your right, got them from. Dozy says, Cecil, where is the portrait on your right? Got them from. Sorry, I believe it's on the AFTV Instagram account that it got done especially for AFTV and Robbie because he's got to connect. Super Robbie, Don Robbie. He has the hookups. So yeah. So go check on the AFTV Instagram. It should be on there. We should have done a promotion for it. Take their time. Sign the player. Yeah, Zach says everyone Arsenal take their time to sign a player. Cecil's hairline goes further back. Allow my hairline, bro. Man uses the spray and that. Come on, allow me. My hairline's kind of crisp for my age. Yeah, I'm stressed because of this club at times, but I'm trying to keep it nice and black, no greys, and my hairline forward. Yeah, I'm still young. Allow my hairline. Gareth says, big respect, bro. Kroenke out. Turkish the realist. If we couldn't get rid of Torreira, would you keep him or pay him off? Managed right, he would be a good player still. For me, Torreira needs to move on. I think a lot of fans might disagree with that. I've spoken to fans about Torreira and Guendouzi. Both of them I don't want at the club personally. Attitude issues, I know from experience, really do ruffle feathers within the team. It really does become poison if they haven't got the mindset right. And those players, I just think, aren't really serious. Aren't really serious. And not the players that we personally need. I want players to come in. New players need to freshen up. Right, let's go into more news. So we have more news. I'm going to go to the next one. Lacazette, are you staying or are you going? Big one. Laka, for me, stay for one more season, yeah? Unless we get a new striker, which I actually don't think is going to happen. Maybe Tammy Abraham on a loan, but I don't think that's going to happen as well. I think that was all kind of airy fairy talk. I think that was all waffle. I don't think that's going to happen. So we're saying Lacazette for me. I want you to stay. You got 1 year left. I think it'd be right for you to stay. Guys, would you want Lacazette to stay or would you want him to go? I'm going to just read the publication whilst you give me the comments on that. So, another difficult name. Calcio Mercato claim that Atletico Madrid have revived their interest in signing Alexander Lacazette. The La Liga giants are long-term admirers of the Frenchman and they could lure him in on a cut price deal this summer. As reported earlier, the Gunners are willing to sell for 15 million. 15 million for Lacazette? Is that that is a fair price. No, that's a fair price. That's a fair price.
That's a bump, fam.
That's a bump, fam. That's a fair. I mean, guys, how much do you think he's actually? Remember, he was our top goal scorer last season. Yeah, Josh says Laka's our best striker. Yeah, good question. I mean, I want to. If he's gonna go, it has to be for a really good price. Personally, I'm not saying that. We're going to 100% need him throughout. No, we will. We're going to need him this season. If we don't get another striker in, we're going to need him. I think he actually gives Aubameyang confidence as well, in the sense that he's one of those players in the dressing room that it's a long story to explain, but when you have a partnership or a friendship with a player at a club, seeing him go can affect your performance. It's all mental and psychological, but it does happen. So I think Lacazette also helps breed confidence for Aubameyang, even though you could say that the last season doesn't agree with that idea, but I generally believe that, and I like Lacazette. I like the way he plays. I think he offers something different. The hold-up play, the connecting from the strikers to the midfield. He does that the best. There's no arguing with that. Balogun has sights, and I can see that in his play. But I think Lacazette has actually mastered it, and I wonder why he's wanted as well. Because I'm surprised he hasn't had more offers than just one. If he runs down. TM101 says Cesar will be worth 9 million if he runs down his contract. That is so true. Because even if he has a really good scoring season this season, yeah, running down that contract will definitely devalue him. So do you think Arsenal should re-sign him to up his value? Do you know what? I don't think that'd be bad business.
That's what everyone else does. That's what the normal
that's what normal. I agree, Josh. You're right.
That's what the normal team.
No, you're right. But obviously, a lot of the Arsenal folk or the people above might not see Lacazette as an asset. As harsh as that sounds to put a player as an asset, they technically are. Most players that sign professional contracts become assets. So people may not think Lacazette is one, but I think he is one that would bring in a lot. If they re-signed him, he had a good scoring season. Yes, he's getting a bit older, but if he has a good scoring season this season, he could be worth a lot of money, a good enough amount of money for us to benefit from. We need to see players up their value. I know we're doing it really well with the youngsters, getting the signatures on paper and upping their value, but it's good to get the players as well that are a bit more older signed so we can up their value as well. Right. Aziz is back. This one's not a long story, guys. Not a long story at all. It's just a brief one. Aziz is back in training. He's put a tweet out saying, I'm back to business. You can see photos of him there training. Would you like to see Miguel Aziz in the first team this season? Comment right now. I'm going to read your comments off the back of that. I say this because right now, he kind of has to feature at some point if we don't make any more signings. Let's be real. Xhaka, El Neni, I said this before, Xhaka, El Neni in the midfield. We've got Lokonga there and Partey. Obviously, these are more defense. We could say Smith Rowe and that, but you're going to say Miguel Aziz could probably fit into that squad. Yeah, he's gonna have to be part of the squad. If I'm completely honest, if we don't make any more signings in that midfield, that is a must. That's why I generally believe also there will be more signings coming in. Siam J says we don't have the peas to not sell Laka, even for 15 million. Plus his departure gives Martinelli a chance. He's brilliant. I love him, but we have to be realistic. Do you guys agree with that? I don't want to sell Lacazette. I'm going to be completely honest with you all. I really like him, and that's probably might be my bias. But we do need the money. But I don't. He shouldn't be the.
Bro, how much dead weight is at the club, fam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you're selling Willian for 15 million,
Right.
you're telling me there's 3 players you couldn't get rid of for more than 15 million.
Right, Josh in the back speaking there. Now, this is the truth, right? Lacazette, I don't think should be priority in the selling of a player that needs to go. Bellerin, sorry to say, time to go. Xhaka, time to go. Lacazette's kind of far down on my list. There's some defenders as well I wouldn't be angry at seeing depart. Potentially some of the youngsters as well. Maitland-Niles, Maitland-Niles, Nelson. A lot of those players I think could be moved on for a good enough fee as well.
Willian out!
All right, okay. Someone says, put a cork in it, Josh. All right, let's move on. We're slowly coming towards, what time? Oh, this is quite a long show. Apologies, guys. This is supposed to be a quick show. But hey, you're all in the comments. Hit the like button. We got 3,000 in the building. Please hit the like button. We're going to move on to the next one. The next topic before we head over to Ramsdale is Cedric. Yeah? Cedric. He is come back. Oh, actually, I've got this article. Let me not just freestyle it. Let me just read the article. He's came back on peak fitness, basically, is what I'm about to say to you all. Let's read it here. Here we go. So, Cedric Suarez was used, I'll say sporadically, last term. And when it was an unorthodox left back as opposed to his preferred slot on the right. However, the former Southampton ace is said to have impressed Arteta and the backroom staff with his fitness levels and dedication during pre-season. There are claims from Football London that Suarez is favourite to start as the season at right back ahead of Hector Bellerin. It's going to take some time for the Cedric haters. There might be a lot of them. Don Robbie, you're one of them. Let's not get that twisted, yeah? 100%. Cedric, for me, hasn't done anything wrong, apart from there was one performance when, again, he said in that article, he played on the left. He had one bad performance. But if I'm completely honest, I think he deserves that starting spot. I really do. And I know fans, because he's not the one that sets the world alight by driving forward, step overs. He's got a good cross, but whipping it in and scoring goals, people just kind of overlook him. But I generally believe, and like you said, the dedication to pre-season kind of proves it, that he's ready. He wants that position. He wants that spot. And if we're not going to sign a right back, I think we have enough cover there with him being the main right back. And another thing, when people say about pre-season, don't take it serious. The only thing that annoys me is that the backroom staff and Arteta have said that they're impressed with Cedric. That's the only player they've kind of said they're impressed with. That annoys me. That annoys me. That annoys me. Every player, there should be more than one player that they're impressed with on the return to pre-season. So yeah, it's dedication to pre-season they're impressed with. So where's the rest of the other players? Oh, they're not impressed with them? Well, what's going on? Anyway, Bucker with a super chat says, "Hi Cecil, always fun watching you. Big up, man. Are there any new further signings for Arsenal or it's just B White late the last? God bless." Buka. I said Bucker at the start, but I think it's Buka. Names again. I actually think there's going to be more signings. Robbie is the man for that. He has sources, HP sources, and that he has the top sources in the game. But I genuinely believe there's going to be more signings. I've spoken with him as well. I believe there is more coming or on their way. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't think Ben White will be the last. I think Ben White will be maybe the biggest. That kind of eradicates Maddison. But I don't believe it will be the last. But I know for a fact that Arsenal have said that they're waiting for more outgoings when it comes to players than incoming. So they're trying to get rid of players first before doing business with the video coming in. Cool. Let me go to Mahesh R. Says, "I feel Laka has not provided his worth. Maybe harsh, but I feel he's been somewhat like Xhaka, who has underperformed. It's not just about holding off defenders. He has not scored enough goals to my liking." Mahesh, do you know what? Fair, because I don't think he's hit double figures. I think in the past two seasons. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, he hasn't hit double figures in many of them. I should get his stats up. And if he is underscoring, that's the truth. I'm gonna be honest. That's the truth. In the time he's played at Arsenal, he's been underscoring. That is a fair comment. I cannot disagree with that. However, I think really like put your hone in on his talent and what he possesses, he does more for the team, and that can always benefit, especially when you have a talisman like Aubameyang scoring the goals. Right now, obviously he hasn't been, but when Aubameyang was on fire, Lacazette kind of went under the radar in a sense. So I hear that. But again, as well, which me and Robbie both argue about, is who's the replacement? If Laka goes, we need a replacement, in my opinion, striker. I don't think we can rely on the likes of Martinelli, Balogun, Eddie Nketiah, and Aubameyang. Unless Aubameyang has a good scoring season. But we'll find out straight away, I reckon. I think in the first 10 games, you'll know where Aubameyang's head is at and how likely he's going to be fighting for that top goal scorer position next season. So yeah, I just think we need another striker if we get rid of Lacazette, in my opinion. Right, there's loads of super chats just flew in at once. Big up everyone. Hadi says, super chat says, if we do sign a cam, a CM, a CDM, and a backup goal, jeez, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. Okay, that's 4 positions, but yeah, I think he only means 3. We can do a Suarez till January, summer. Out of all our right backs, he's the best at attacking and crosses. Thank you very much, Hadi. I agree. Big up you. Big up you. I agree. I think Cedric will be useful this season. Twisted Soul says he's our top goal scorer low. I think he was talking about Lacazette there. Ronan says, big up Cecil. Don't mind the people saying you look like Militao. I don't mind that, you know. It's all bants. Listen, I can deal with the bants, you know. Sometimes I don't get a day off from you lot. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes it's a bit mad. Yeah? Can't lie. But it is what it is. It comes with being here. It does get a bit mad sometimes. I'm like, yo, man, just relax. But the Militao stuff is all banter. I get compared to many footballers, and I body double for a footballer. So I don't mind that. Anyway, let's just go back into that question, into that super chat. You look like, you saying you look like Militao, even though you do, but you're the clapped version. Oh, right, I'm actually just getting bantered now. No, all jokes aside, we need to sign Aouar and Mads. I think it's one or the other. Obviously, I would love both. But being greedy with the Kroenkes is 2 sentences that don't ever go together. You can't be spoiled and have the Kroenkes as your owners. However, I do believe we don't need both. I think one or the other will be fine. Yeah. Let's go into, I think is there one more super chat I missed? Okay, cool. No, all good. Right, okay, last bit of news before we wrap up, because we are actually slightly not overrunning, because there's not really a time limit. This is my show. I'm by myself. Probably get a phone call from the boss, but we're all good. Ramsdale, you are taking the... Yeah. I'm going to be honest. Ramsdale for 40 million? Nah. Nah. How we... Listen... I don't know what to think about this one. Guys, in the comments, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and feelings. 40, because this deal could be done. This isn't something that might not happen. They're saying Arsenal may break the record for their signing of a goalkeeper with buying Ramsdale for 40 million. Just for me, how does that make sense? Like, he's a backup goalkeeper, first of all. I don't know. I read this, yeah, and I was like, what is going on? 40 million. For Ramsdale? Nah. We got Party for 40 million. That is a mazzoline. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. They obviously, first it was 30 million. They rejected the bid. They said they wanted 32 million. And then now we're hearing 40 million, which Arsenal are considering. Let me read the article. Here we go. Edu could smash a British transfer record. Not even Arsenal record. British transfer record to sign Aaron Ramsdale for Arsenal this summer. At present, Jordan Pickford is the most expensive British goalkeeper of all time in the Premier League, after joining Everton for 30 million from Sunderland in 2017. But as Sheffield United reportedly value Ramsdale at 40 million, bitch, where? Where have you been? Okay, Sheffield United reportedly value Ramsdale at 40 million. It could take the Gunners breaking a record that has stood for 4 years to bolster their goalkeeping options. I need a moment of silence for that quickly. So we've got in the comments, Glenn says absolutely no way. Someone says Ramsdale is class. Fair, he might be class. Is he 40 million class? I don't think so. Mihai says Ramsdale is pure class. 40 million to me is outrageous. Someone said, Peanut Guna says Leno is leaving. Do you know what? You know what? You might not be far off that. If I'm completely... that might be... It is a speculation. I don't know anything. However, there is a conversation that might have been had. Leno may have went into the office and said, listen, I want to leave. There might have been a conversation where he might be leaving. And if that is the case, and Sheffield United know that, then the 40 million, it's still to me not justifiable. Definitely not. No way are we supposed to be breaking British records for a goalkeeper. But especially when we need a midfield.
How much are you selling Leno for?
How much am I selling Leno for? 2015?
What?
22? What? 22.
We're looking to buy Ramsdale for 40 million.
Yeah, I know, no. If I put it into actual like context, if we're gonna buy Ramsdale for 40 million, we're selling Leno for 100. But it's obviously not gonna happen. But what I actually think Ramsdale should be worth is about 12 million, 12, 15 at most.
Yeah,
I think Leno should be 22 million. Good question. How much did we sign Leno for? Let me check. Leno, how much did... let's go here. Bear with me 2 seconds. How much did... no.
22.5.
Is that much? It was 22.5.
Yeah,
so I said 22. Yeah. So we sold it for we bought it for 22.5. See, I kind of know I know the kind of value of goalkeepers and players as it goes. Even though I got one wrong. Who did I get wrong? I think I got Basuma wrong about the valuation of him.
Would you not say he was good here, so his value's gone up?
Yeah, I think Leno's value might have increased, but not by loads. I think 25 million is a fair price for Leno. I don't know how 40 million for Ramsdale was justifiable. I don't know in what world Sheffield United valued him at that. I really don't. He's a good goalkeeper, but 40 million. But yeah, sorry, I was on a tangent then. Yes, I believe Leno may have put a request maybe to leave or move on or be sold if an offer comes in. That's me speculating. So don't put the guns at me, yeah? That's me speculating. I think that's only fair for him to put a request in for the price to be 40 million, or Sheffield United knowing that Leno wants to leave, for them to try and even breathe the words 40 million for Ramsdale. But hey, listen, I don't know. I'm not in charge. I'm not making the signings. But Arsenal, if you're watching, let me tell you, please, there'll be uproar if you sign Ramsdale 40 million. Please don't do that. Let's go into the comments before we wrap up, because we're slowly coming towards the end. I don't really know what news else is left. We did cover pretty much all news today. Thank you everyone in the comments as well that's been involved. Sorry it's been... No, I'm not going to apologise. It hasn't been flat. You've been given all the news of today. It's just been a very slow day for news, especially for a Monday as well. Monday's normally like bam, 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 news everywhere, coming off the back of the weekend. But unfortunately, there hasn't been loads, and we've covered it all. People are saying Leno's at least 30 million. Let me just see. People want to keep Leno. I want to keep Leno. I don't think Leno needs to go. I was disappointed when we sold. When Martinez left, but. Yeah, Leno, I would like you to stay. Okay, let me just quickly take off some last comments before we go. I think we've got a super chat. Please get in your final words before we leave. Buka's back. Arsenal should get a good business marketer. You're so right. Even we got Richard Garlick doing. I believe he's doing transfers and negotiations as well. For me, I haven't seen enough of him to say he's done a great job on it, especially losing out to players that I wanted. Sorry. Let me go back to his super chat. I've got to stop doing that. Buka says, Arsenal should get a good business marketer, buy and sell players, because they buy without bidding. For Rand 45 million and Ben White 50 million, Onana and Neto cheaper. Yeah, you're making sense. Oh my God, quickly. Sorry, I missed someone's super chat. Apparently, Hadi said, but I don't know what that is. Apologies for that, Hadi. I'm going to quickly do one little interactive video, before we go. Quickly, with the players that we know are coming through the door this summer, please give me your starting 11 for the first game against Brentford. That's not players that you think are going to sign. Players that are currently here, I'm going to include Ben White in that as well. So you can include Ben White in the starting 11. Just write it down in the comments. I sound like a school teacher. I'll give you a couple of minutes. To write down. I'm going to read some super chats while you write down just your starting 11s. Just let me know who you think is going to start. Don't do who you want to start. Do who you think Arteta will go with, and the formation as well. So I'll be intrigued to see you guys what formation you think he's going to go with. First game against Brentford away, just let me know. We kind of do this in a build-up show normally, but I'm going to do this just to close off this news daily, because this might be my last news daily by myself. That was a lie, but yeah. Anyway, Miana says in the super chat, thank you very much, Miana, says Naves is a backup keeper now. Maybe he can join. Naves. Oh, yeah, true. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't even mind that, you know. I wouldn't even mind that. Navas. I said Naves, I think. But Navas, good goalkeeper as well. I don't know if would he want... I know he's a backup now, but would he want to be a... I mean, if he's one now, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, Navas would be wicked. I'd love Navas to come in. Here we go. Twisted Soul says Cecil on his jacks equals much better show and vibes. Oh, big up Twisted Soul. Love that. Thank you. We're trying to get the vibes. People are slowly leaving. Just please make sure you hit a like before you go. Please make sure. Thank you, Rocco. I see you in the comments. Big up, bro. Saying make sure you hit the like. Let's get it to 1,000. We're at 540. We're going to do the last closing activity by just saying, I want to know who your starting 11s are. Here we go. We've got some coming in. So I'm quickly just read some out. Joel says Aubameyang, Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe, Pepe. So I'm assuming... Okay, yep. So Aubameyang up top, Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe, Pepe. Partey, Lokonga, Chambers, White, Gabriel, Tierney, Leno. I went from top to back there. Okay. Chambers at right back, I'm assuming. Ben White, Gabriel in the centre, Tierney on playing left back. Lokonga, Partey, nice little partnership. Pepe, Emile Smith-Rowe, Saka, and Aubameyang. I'm not angry at that. That's a very strong one. I just want to see Cedric personally over Chambers, in my opinion. Leno, Tierney, Gabriel. Rayan says Leno, Tierney, Gabriel, White, Cedric, Partey, Lokonga, Emile Smith-Rowe, Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang, or Laka. I need one or the other. Okay, I'm going to do... Whoa, we've got loads flying in now. Okay, here we go. Jacob says Leno in goal, KT, Gabriel, White, and Cedric. Lovely. That's my starting back line currently. Partey. What's he done there? Okay. He's put it in half. Yeah. Partey, Lokonga, and Smith-Rowe. Yep. That's me as well. Saka, Pepe, Laka, or Aubameyang. Guys, pick one or the other. I'm going to go with Aubameyang. Over Laka. Sorry, Laka. I know you've proven yourself last season, but I do want to see how well you start the season. It's a big couple months for you when the season starts. Okay, cool. That's it for the 11s. Quickly. And before we go, Lokonga, I keep saying before we go, Lokonga, we're coming to the hour mark. Does he start for you first game of the season, or is he not a first team player yet? Let me know right now. We're going to quickly discuss this only because I had a message from someone in Belgium who says the Belgian league is a lot different to the Premier League. It's like the Championship. And I know that's like many other foreign leagues, but they said to me, please give him time to adjust and adapt to the Premier League because it's a lot fast paced and he's going to need time to adapt. So don't judge him straight away. Does he start for you? That's all I want to know. In the Premier League, does he start? Yes or no? For me, I mean, the Lokonga Partey partnership sounds incredible when you have no other signings coming through the door in the midfield. But if we make a signing, I'd like to see obviously a newer signing or a more experienced signing play alongside Partey. But if not, I wouldn't be angry at them two starting. Anyway, Big Daddy Dirk says no, he's not ready. Elneny over him. And then I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Okay, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining me in a daily news show. That is it for the news for today. Again, apologies, it's been quite a slow day, but we've got out all the news that has come out today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being so kind and supportive in the chat, and also the comments before in the last video as well. I did check, so thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Enjoy your week. I will be back probably tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If not, you'll see me when you see me. Enjoy your day. Peace out. We gone.